Welcome. This tutorial will walk through the steps for creating a plan for assessing program learning outcomes. You don't need to worry about whether you are ready to submit right now, as you can save your plan without submitting at any point. So let's get started. From your portal screen, click the Tk20 button to take you to Tk20. Before you do anything else, it is important to switch to the correct role in Tk20. To do this, click on your name in the very top of the window on the right side. Select below your name from the drop-down list, Program Assessment Coordinator. If you don't see this option, please have your department or division chair contact us. Click the OK button on the warning window that pops up. Now you're in the Assessment Coordinator role. Click the Planning button in the red toolbar on the left. The red toolbar will disappear to the side, and now you'll have two buttons on the top of the screen. Click the button that says Assessment Planning, and a list will appear below it. About halfway down that list, it will say Assessment Planning again. Click on that, and then click on Plan Data Entry in the submenu. A new page will open titled Plan Data Entry. The first item on this page is labeled Organization. Click on the drop-down list and choose the program that you are entering assessment information for. You will probably have only one or two items in this list. That's okay. The letters in front of the program name indicate the college and the division that the program is in. If the program that you're working on isn't in your list of organizations, or you have any questions about which organization to choose, please contact us. For this example, I'm going to use Academic Effectiveness as my program. Now, just below the gray bar, confirm that the View By says Program Learning Outcome. Even though this list has undergraduate learning outcomes, and your program outcomes may align with university-wide undergraduate learning outcomes or graduate learning outcomes, your program's assessment work will be entered under Program Learning Outcome. The alignments between program learning outcomes and university-wide learning outcomes are also stored by Tk20. So when you enter your program's information in this area, it will automatically be recorded as supporting the university-wide learning outcomes that your program outcomes are aligned with. You can find more information about these alignments on our website. Just to the right, there's another drop-down list for assessment period. Confirm that the correct academic year is selected based on the year that the data will be or was collected. There should now be outcomes below the black bar. If you don't see any listed, double-check and make sure that Program Learning Outcome is selected in View By. Click on one of the outcomes. A new page has opened with the outcome that you clicked on at the top of the screen. The first tab on this screen, labeled Assessment Plan, is where the plan for assessment will be entered. This is generally filled out before any actual assessment work is done each year. This form matches the Word document that programs used in previous years to create and submit their assessment plan. For the 2017 to 18 academic year, if we have prior plans on file for the program, we've pre-filled this tab based on the most recent plan on file. So if you see that this tab is pre-filled, Please review what we've entered and edit or adjust or even delete as necessary. Otherwise, enter your plan here. You can select a file or files to upload as well. If you're using a rubric for your scoring, you don't have to copy and paste it in if you don't want to, if you have a separate file to upload. This button right here is where you would do that, where it says Select Files. If you are copying and pasting information in, you can click on Rich Text Formatting. This has a button that will allow you to paste from Word and save the information in the formatting that you have it in Word. Once you've reviewed, edited, or entered your plan, look for the box at the bottom labeled Data Collection Status. This isn't asking about the collection of the actual assessment data, but instead is referring to just the data for this tab. So essentially, it is asking you for the status of the creation of your plan. It is used to help you keep track of what still needs to be done for your program. So if you've finished entering your plan on this screen, select Yes here. But if you're planning to come back later to finish, then select No. You can come back later and make edits if need be, even if you do click Yes. It doesn't lock the tab. If you've made any changes on this tab, be sure to click Save at this point. Now you might find yourself with what looks like a blank screen. Because you were scrolled so far down in the previous screen, Tk20 has left you scrolled down. Just go ahead and scroll back up and you'll be back at your list of outcomes. Now you can repeat the process for each outcome. Click into it and edit, adjust, or delete as necessary. If one or more outcomes will not be assessed for this academic year, please delete any pre-filled information in the Assessment Plan tab for that outcome and then save that. Your plan is now created. You can view it at any time by choosing View Plans in the Assessment Plan submenu. Your next steps are to execute your plan and then record the results in Tk20, which will be covered in a different tutorial. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or you'd like any assistance in creating your plan, just let us know. We're happy to help.